Hello, good evening. Once again, we're back in our kitchen to the Cookalong live on a wonderful Tuesday. I believe it is Tuesday evening. Just going to hide Molly there because she's sharing our post. She can hide behind me. She's small enough. Don't tell her I said that. But yes, hi, good evening and welcome to Cookalong with Pride. And you've got me and Molly cooking for you tonight. And it's a tough act to follow because last week, for those who watched, Jason was cooking for us. And as you know, Jason is a very qualified and very professional and a very, very good chef. And he cooked amazing food. What was it? After he cooked it, I watched we finished watching MasterChef, and the guys cooked it, I think just before the MasterChef finals. Can you hear myself? That's all good. And it looked very, very similar, very good. I was very impressed with Jason. And Jason's popped on just now as I'm singing in praises. Jason, yeah, very impressive. After you cooked for us, we watched the MasterChef and we saw what they did, and it really was very similar. So fantastic. And I was very jealous that I couldn't taste it. But thank you again, Jason, for coming and cooking for us last week. That was fabulous. And as I said, it's a really tough act to follow. And we're making it simple because we're not pros. But still, you know, we're challenging ourselves because it's more than just one thing to cook. And we've got couscous, which I've got ready here in a bowl. We've got some veggies, which are prepped because, you know, I want to be like Jason already. So this is just red pepper and courgette that we're going to roast. We're going to roast, and we're going to add to our couscous to give it some flavor. I've actually chopped up some onion. There you go, already. I know I haven't got two cameras like Jason, but I'm going to try to show you everything like I always do, so you can see what we're doing. And we've got Nicola joining us. Hello, beautiful friend Nicola. It was so nice to see you at Winchester last weekend. Honestly, it was the highlight of the year, really. Nicola works in Southampton General Hospital on one of the COVID wards and some other ward, and probably about 3 wards actually. But she's incredible. We got to see her last weekend, and I couldn't be happier because it's important that we start trying to get back into normal life and just try to have a life again after COVID. And that reminds me that you guys need to keep an eye on the socials because we've got some exciting stuff coming to you from Pride in Surrey. And yes, we will be going ahead with Pride on the Road, and we'll be going ahead with the main event for Pride in Surrey, Pride event. Just keep an eye on the social and keep an eye on everything that we do, because we always do things to help you, to make you feel good, to just be there for you. So keep an eye on our socials, and you'll soon find out what we're doing this year. But it's all exciting news. It's not just going to be our cookalongs and news on the news. It's going to be Pride events, right, Molly? It's going to be right tonight. It is. Technology just got to me tonight, and it wouldn't share. But it shared, so it's perfect. Fantastic. Well done. Yeah. What's this t-shirt you're wearing? Who's this?
Yes. Well, I haven't worn this in a while. This is Abby Keneally. Yeah. Actually, you can't quite see. This was her charity single last year. And she's actually just joined Jana's community team as part of Pride in Surrey.
She certainly has. I'm really, really excited about this. It's not just the events we've got coming for you this year. So keep an eye on the socials. We've got new people in Pride in Surrey team coming for you. So yes. Right. I've put peppers and courgette. That's all you got. You got salt to go on there. Pepper and drizzled oil. So I don't know if my lovely assistant wants to spread some oily stuff on. And that's going to go in the oven and roast for our couscous. Beautiful colours, red and green. Love it. Very Italian almost.
Right, what have we put that on? 200? Yeah.
I have no idea.
Jana has this fun game where she wants to warm the oven up, so she just whacks it up to like 240 and then never turns it back to the actual temperature we need to cook at.
Is what I'm going to say. Good evening, Liz. Good evening, Dylan, Misha, and Jason again. Thank you for joining us. Yes, so we're going to try to cook something almost as good as Jason did last week, right?
Yeah. So what's next?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Am I in charge?
Of course, you're always in charge.
Damn. So
what's happening with the red pepper, with the red onion?
I have no idea.
Is it not being roasted? No. Okay.
So the veggies being roasted.
Yep.
This is going to cook with some oil in a pan and some balsamic vinegar, caramelize.
Okay.
And then add to the couscous as well.
Nice.
Because it's got a lot of veg and onion to be added.
But it's only pork and couscous, so I'm glad for the vegetables.
And a sauce, orange and soy sauce.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that now. This can probably go in a pan, actually.
Do you want me to heat it up, or are you just going to throw it in?
Do you know what? I'm just going to put it in a bowl.
Okay.
Molly knows me. I'm one of these people that hates making dishes, dirty dishes. But I'm going to use this. Put the onion in there for now because it needs to wait. And then later on, we're going to heat some oil, add the onion in, and balsamic vinegar. Okay. And that missed the bowl completely.
Cool.
Thank you. That's okay.
Molly's hungry and tired.
Aww.
But all good.
We had a tough day at work. But
it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna.
This is what you might call a questionable orange.
Yeah.
Are you zesting it as well?
Yeah.
And good luck with that.
It's quite soft and weird. Is this how it's zested?
Yeah.
It's okay. We can get some skin of this. Can you see what Jason's saying? Because I feel like it's really important.
Yeah. No. Jason is saying that so basically the restaurant is it La Garoche that they went to in London. Jason worked under the baton and owner Albert and Michael Reeve Sr.
Oh wow.
Wasn't it like, I mean, they were at a fair age, I guess, but not that old, but to lose them both within sort of a year of each other is just really, really sad. Just I'm not sure really. Like, they were so important to British cooking, and then just like that, they've both gone. But I mean, Michael Roux Jr. Does an awful lot, doesn't he? So, and he's always on MasterChef. So
and he's so awesome.
We're going to use the questionable zest.
Well, too late. Put it in.
It's all good. It's all good.
If you can actually look at the recipe on my phone, darling, that would be really helpful because I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh, we love seeing you, Nicola, indeed. This orange does feel a bit old. It's all a bit squidgy and squodgy. We've got Misha watching tonight. I see she's popped on. And Misha is also joining Proud and Sorry team in a digital content to get you moving with some exercises. So we're really excited about this. And like I said, we've got loads of exciting stuff coming this year with Pride and Sorry. It's not all going to be just digital. There's going to be some live events, and we're really excited about it. So keep an eye on our social, right? While I'm juicing this weird orange.
I see. So you're making a marinade.
I have no idea.
So Jana's making a marinade, basically, which is the zest and juice of an orange, and you're going to mix that together with soy sauce and sugar, and then you're going to put the pork in it and make sure it's well coated and set aside to marinate while we prepare the vegetables, which clearly you've already done.
Yeah, so can you get the pork in, my darling? Tell me how much soy sauce I need in this orange.
Didn't we have a stab because it didn't actually say? Are we doing 4 steaks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Down a little.
Okay. Right. Jana just really fancied pork steak this week.
Well, not only that, but we haven't actually cooked any pork.
We not?
No, actually not on Cookalong. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, we've got a whole orange in there, squeezed. I don't know why I'm using another spoon. This is unlike me. By the way,
what's going on today?
And we're going to add 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. And actually, we are not going to use sugar.
Oh,
We're going to use honey.
oh,
So please, my wonderful assistant.
honey.
You're doing a grand job.
Thank you.
We've got Lynette joining us. Lynette, I don't know yet, so say hi and tell us who you are, where you're from. Thank you for joining us, Lynette.
Hopefully then you can see a little bit of our face too.
Apologies if I should know you and I don't know you, but welcome to Cook Along with Pride and Sari. We are cooking for you some pork chops with orange and soya marinade.
Yeah, orange and soya marinade,
And couscous.
roasted vegetables and couscous.
There you go.
Thank you.
I've added a couple of teaspoons of honey. I'm just making it up, guys. There is a recipe, but it's actually a HelloFresh recipe.
It's always difficult using HelloFresh because they deliver their food in like sachets. So you get like a sachet of soy sauce and a sachet of this. So trying to figure out actually how much is quite tough.
Okay, let me try this. Okay, that's very orangey, soya saucy, and honey-like. So apparently, this is where I'm going to dip my pork and then fry it.
Yeah, no, you're going to put the pork in it and leave it in it as a marinade.
Well, for a little while, and then yeah. So,
Don't worry, guys, not for too long. Not for as long as probably you should.
so now I'm going to realize that this bowl is simply too small to get all this in. Oh, of course it is. It's okay. We can get around this.
Okay.
We'll just stick one on top or add it at the bottom. There we go. That's our little pork chops marinating in this wonderful juices of orange soy sauce and honey. Because why not?
Right, I am going to actually, first of all, I'm going to have a look at what's in the oven and make sure that that's okay.
Thank you.
And then I'm going to get going with the red onion, I think.
I'm going to tidy up the mess that I've created, as always. Jason says, Albert Roux, the chef behind London's legendary Le Gavroche, a restaurant which became the first in Britain to be awarded 3 Michelin stars. That's amazing. Has died at the age of 85 after a lengthy illness. Shortly afterwards, his brother Michel Roux died at the age of 78 at home in Bray. After battling a long-standing lung condition.
Incredible duo. I mean, spending their life together and cooking together.
Yeah, so Michel Roux is the son of Albert, and am I right? And Michel.
No, I think Michel Roux Jr. is
the son of the Michel Roux Sr. And Albert was his uncle. I think Albert.
Yeah,
that's
right. I think so.
Either way, I absolutely love Michel Roux Jr.
Yeah.
He's just such a gentleman and such a fantastic chef. Absolutely love him. So it was quite nice watching him.
He was really kind to the contestants, wasn't he? Which is always nice. Yeah,
absolutely.
Nice sign of a chef. So it was good. Right, I'm heating up some oil, and basically I'm going to cook the red onion on a low heat, and then I'm going to add some. It's balsamic vinegar, but we've got one that's got black garlic in it, which I really like.
And why not?
Like this. To sort of
Have you been drinking?
No, I just have trouble with my words.
Caramelize.
That's not right.
Caramelize
the onion.
Okay. We've got there in the end. And the pork chops are marinating in the orange and soya and honey.
Says here, 1 sachet of balsamic vinegar. So I'll just have
3 tablespoons.
3 tablespoons.
That's what Oscar said. That's what I'm going with. We quickly messaged Oscar to ask because he does use HelloFresh, I think. And he told us it was 3 tablespoons. So maybe start with 2.
I know the word, Jason. I just can't say it.
Caramelized. There you go. Caramelized.
Yeah.
We couldn't say it for it.
Caramel. Because you always have to say the whole word, don't you? And then just lies on the end. Yeah. It's been a really long day.
And then just some lice
Caramel-
at the end.
caramel.
You're done.
Yeah.
Anyway, all is good. The veg is in the oven, roasting for the couscous. What we're going to do with the couscous, guys, this is exciting because everybody cooks couscous differently. The way I do it, and that's exactly how I'm going to do it, I'm going to shove some butter in it. Just some bowl with couscous in it. Put some butter in. Oh, what?
Bang, bang, bang.
Oh, sorry, am I too loud for you? Salt and pepper. Now, the recipe does say flat leaf parsley. I didn't pick any out. My fault.
No, I don't know. I think I should take blame for that. I mean, you came up with the recipe, then went and got the ingredients.
Yeah, it's always me. Oh, I know. Do we have any dried parsley? Because you could always stick that.
That might be the one thing don't have, actually.
Of course.
Got sage, rosemary,
Actually,
garlic, thyme, basil.
It's okay. I know I've got parsley.
Ah.
Good old stuff. So we have no fresh parsley. I have got some dried parsley. So I'm just going to add some parsley in here with the couscous. I'm going to put a kettle on, boil the water.
Nice.
And didn't actually need that much parsley, I think.
Oh, it came out the other one. Yeah. So, guys, you'll be happy to hear. I don't think we had. Oh no, maybe we did.
What's that, my darling?
Last time we cooked, I think I cooked by myself with the girls. We finally have our blinds up. No more flag. I know, really exciting, especially now the sun's out every single day. Right, I'm just sweating off these red onions, which Jana has kindly chopped nice and fine.
Ah, but I'm trying to be prepared. You know, I'm trying to make it leaf out of Jason's page and be prepared.
Jason's book.
You know what I mean. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. It's been a long year.
Oh, I see Jason's cooking pork as well.
Yeah, I think I saw something on Facebook.
Yeah.
I think he saw us advertising this morning, and what he did, he popped in the shop to pick up some pork and tried to make a better recipe than we have.
Probably, yeah.
That will probably happen.
This will still taste amazing.
Absolutely, I'm really excited about this. Now, all I've got in here is butter, couscous, and some parsley. Don't forget, we're going to have a whole lot of roast vegetables going in here to flavour the couscous. So it's all good. So
I usually put the water in, and then like put a plate on top to kind of let it sweat for a bit, and then stir it. Is that what you do?
yeah, just cover the couscous with hot boiling water, and then put a plate on. Just let it sit. Simple as that. Might add some more water. We'll see how that goes. I'll just put it outside.
Yeah.
It's not in your way. So what are you doing with the onion, Molly? And when do I need to start cooking these porks?
Well, it says to sweat off.
Mm-hmm. Are you sweating?
Yeah, until soft.
So about 10 minutes, it says.
It says 10 minutes. That seems like a long time.
I'm going to move
Add the balsamic vinegar, lower the heat, and cook gently until the onion is caramelized.
Oh, you said
It says another 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I've got this pan that I'm going to use for the pork chops. So I'll just put some oil in. Remember, our pork chops are sitting in a beautiful orange and soya marinade with some honey. And once the oil is hot enough,
Yeah, I think knock on with that. Like the veg doesn't have too long to go. Maybe
okay, well,
10.
That's just added to the couscous.
Oh, guys, I haven't had a shower yet, and I'm really itchy. I've been digging out all kinds of shrubs today, and yeah, luckily I'm not cooking for anyone else. But I don't think anything else is going to fall off me. There was lots and lots of bugs and spiders and stuff, so it wouldn't have been Jana's cup of tea. But
Did you say spiders?
yeah, like I had this massive conifer that was like as big as me, and I cut it down, and then I managed to dig it out. It took, well, actually, it only took about 40 minutes, but it felt like forever. And then I couldn't even lift it, like even just with like this much on it and a root ball. It was so heavy. So I managed to kind of like tip it over onto a place where I had a bit more space. And then I needed to saw it in half. And then just when I did that, this huge spider ran out of it.
Ooh.
And I was like, the poor thing, it was in there. It survived me cutting it down. digging it out, shaking it, getting it out, tipping it twice over onto a pavement, and then it ran away.
Well, I want to know how big was the spider. No, it wasn't that big. See, that means it was massive. That's what I'm saying. Just waiting for that to heat.
Yep.
Nearly there.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting to do that today. I was like, oh, nice gentle afternoon. I've just got 3 grasses to cut for 3 older ladies. I was like, oh, it'll be nice and chilled. And then I got there and she was like, well, it hasn't rained, so the grass hasn't really grown. But there's this tree. Could you just nip that out for me? And I was like, sure, yeah, that'll be fine.
You like your older ladies.
They are lovely.
That's why I win there, I guess. Oh, right. We're all good. I'm going to stick these pork chops in a minute. How's your onion doing?
Well, I think it's going all nice and light pink.
Just going to add some water into my couscous.
Sweating away nicely. So yeah, as Jana said, we've got loads of exciting stuff happening for Pride. At the moment, we can't give you any details, but we're definitely going to have. I wanted to get them in the right order. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be a Pride on the road. There is definitely going to be a main Pride event, followed by a winter Pride event of some description. And as well as that, we are also going to be visible at Shinefest in September. So if you haven't heard of Shinefest, oh, that is strong. Shinefest is a music festival organised by Shine and her husband and a friend, I think.
It's fabulous.
Isn't she fabulous? It's been going for a few years now, and it's at Apps Court Farm over in Walton-on-Thames. And actually, Abby Keneally is going to be playing there.
Yeah.
Loads of singer-songwriters and local bands that we had on LGBTQ Online earlier on in last year. A lot of them play at Shinefest, and it's a really nice family-friendly festival. I think there's camping, there'll be lots of community stands, and it's just a really nice kind of feel-good festival, isn't it? Where you can take the kids and have a little chill and relax, and hopefully the sun will shine. So you'll see us there as well. So
yeah, lots of work to do this year, but it's exciting because it's not just us being online, it's us being able to meet you physically. That's awesome. Your onion's looking good, darling.
Thank you.
Great. My pork chops are on. I took them out of this marinade, and obviously there's still some left here. So I'm going to use that later. But I'm going to cook these pork chops, and then I'll probably need a little pan to just heat up the sauce.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe you can read that recipe.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that's my job, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I can't read it.
Oh, this onion's looking good.
And it's red onion we're using, okay? So you're sweating it off for 10 minutes and then adding some balsamic vinegar. Actually, balsamic vinegar is amazing. I love the smell of it, the taste of it. It does really enhance the taste of your meal. These will probably take, I don't know, 12, 18 minutes to cook.
It says 7 to 8 on each side.
Yeah, so 16 later.
They're not too thick, are they? Yeah, so basically, once these are cooked, so you've got no pink meat in the middle, then you can throw the rest of your marinade in here and just toss it up for a couple of minutes, because obviously it's had the raw meat in it.
Fair enough. Meanwhile, let's just check our couscous.
Oh, that's fluffed up really nicely.
Ooh, it's looking good. Yeah, the water's gone. I added some water. Obviously, when I first put it in, I just covered it with hot water. But then it looked like it needed some more, so I just added some, put the plate back on, and it's looking good, actually. Hey, I'm not going to lie, this is perfect.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's not dry, it's not overcooked, and what do you call it? It's not sludgy.
Oh, claggy.
Yeah, it's perfect. Look how fluffy it is. All I put in it was butter, salt, pepper, and some dried parsley. But don't forget, we're going to add some roasted vegetables in this that are in the oven, right? Jason is asking what's for dessert. Now, we are not as qualified and good as you are, so we're not going to cook dessert. We're going to have, I don't know, chocolate. We've got Milka. Milka. With hazelnuts, my favourite. So I might have that with a cup of tea afterwards. How about that?
Yeah, I had chocolate at work today, so I'm not sure that I'm allowed to have any at home.
Some of this. Don't tell anybody.
You're going to have to explain what that is because nobody will have seen that.
This is a wafer from Slovakia. It's milk chocolate, wafers, and coconut flavour. That's what we have. Stop. Come on, let's go. Being good. We're being good.
Actually, you know what we have got is a tiny, tiny slice of Abby's cake that she baked us at the weekend, which was an upside down polenta cake with rhubarb. So layered pink rhubarb at the bottom, polenta cake on top, and then when you tipped it out of the oven, you had all the pink strands of the rhubarb across the top.
All there is left, and that's my piece.
Yeah, of course I ate my piece. Yeah, funny story though, because our oven stopped working halfway through. Luckily we're a bubble, otherwise she would have been passing it through the window. So she gave us a phone call and she was like, can I come around and use your oven? And bless her, half a cooked cake she came with. And yeah, and we finished it off in our oven, which of course meant we then got half the cake, which I really like this idea. So and it was really nice actually. I love pink rhubarb. It's it looks so dramatic, and actually when it was in the cake, like when it first came out of the oven, you couldn't see it properly, and then as it cooled down, all the pink kind of rose to the surface, and it looked really spectacular. So, and it wasn't too sweet because she'd used polenta and no sugar. I can't remember what she used as a replacement for sugar, but there was a recipe. I think it might have been in the
Waitrose Brazilian stuff.
No, I think it was in the Waitrose book that you pick up. I'm just trying to sear some of this. That's the one thing that gets me when we watch MasterChef, is they never sear their meat properly.
Well, seriously,
the fat.
Cooking down the fat.
Cooking down the fat, yeah. And I mean, the rack of ribs, that just frustrates us every time, doesn't it?
Oh my God, Jason, how do you feel every time they cook rack of ribs on MasterChef? Does it make you like, it's going to be bloody, or it's going to be overcooked? It's never ever right.
Thank you. I did need stirring.
Oh, this smells good. So this is just a red onion that Molly sweated off and added some balsamic vinegar. Is that right?
Yeah.
And what else does need to go in this?
No, that's it.
That's done?
Yeah. Is it worth turning it off so it doesn't dry out? Otherwise, it might be worth sticking a tiny bit more balsamic in it.
Oh, this is super nice.
Yeah. I think it's the garlic that really.
Garlic? Oh, it
like
is.
Garlic.
It's our balsamic vinegar. Has got garlic, black garlic in it. I think she already showed you, but I'll show you again.
Yeah.
This is a really, really nice balsamic vinegar. I can't remember where we got it. Is it from our list? I don't think this one was.
I think I got this in Sainsbury's,
or
maybe TK Maxx, because they do some really nice things in TK Maxx.
Fair enough. This pork is looking good, but like you say, the fat needs to be really...
I mean, I don't like the fat on pork anyway.
Yeah, I love it.
So I'm going to cut it off. So it doesn't matter to me if it's cooked or not, but it's quite nice to sear that edge of the meat, isn't it? Can I just check the veg, sweetheart?
You can check the veg. And yes, we're having chocolate bar for dessert. Sorry, we are lame. We are not as good as you, Jason. So if people want us to cook a dessert, we need to get you. Come on again. And anybody else that wants to come and cook along, anybody from our Bride and Sarah team is always welcome. Anybody out there from people that are watching, you're always welcome. A lady called Maureen Young that always does comedy with Jen Brister. They do a podcast and some comedy stuff together. She posted today that she received some new pots and pans. So I messaged her. She got them from Jen Brister.
Did she?
She did.
Wow.
She's been having some tough time actually in a lockdown where she lives with her neighbours. She's been, if anybody's following Jen Brister and following her wonderful friend Maureen Young. She's been having a really tough time with her neighbours and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
And bless Jim Bristol sent her a new pots and pans. So I messaged her to say, put them to good use. Go and cook along with us because why not? So you never know. Maureen Young, if you're there and you're watching, please come and join us. I don't know what your cooking skills are, but they got to be better than ours. No, we're doing actually all right. We've been cooking for a year now, and hey, this don't look too bad. Come on, these are some pork chops cooking.
Do you not think
Caramelized onion, and we've got some lovely veg.
those pork chops look like turtles?
You're weird. Ooh, Jason, Master Chef, don't go there. It frustrates him. But then again, they're amateurs.
Mm.
I will say something to that. I know they're amateurs. I think they're brilliant. But I mean, I'm going with the standards of my cooking. And I think, do you know what? If you remember MasterChef Amateur, MasterChef 5, even 4 years back, it was nowhere near as good standard as it is now. I mean, these guys are getting really good.
It's the home cooking level, isn't it? That's what we base it on,
But that's the thing. It's not. I think it's so much better.
Oh yeah, but exactly. Are these people actually cooking like this at home? Because it's fine dining in some places, really, isn't it?
I think they're fantastic. I mean, professional MasterChef is good, but the amateurs, I think, are just brilliant.
Yeah.
And actually, what they cooked, the meal you cooked for us last week, Jason, I think they did really good.
Yeah.
The guy that did the dessert, the bisque thing, he never cooked a dessert in a MasterChef. I don't know if
he got away with that. It's amazing.
And he cooked it incredibly well.
I know.
Oh, this pork is looking good, honey.
It's nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want me to deal with the couscous? Am I adding in the onion and the vegetables when they're done?
We can do that. Here we go. Thank you, Mama Liz. We love you, Mama Liz. Mama Liz is Molly's mom, and she's also a predatory mascot. She's always there. So this is our couscous. We're going to add the caramelized onion that we literally just sweated off and added some balsamic vinegar in. And the veg is ready?
Not quite, I don't think.
Okay, we'll leave the veg.
The veg might as well have a couple more minutes whilst the pork is finishing up, I think.
Absolutely. Step back.
I love caramelized onions. It's one of the things I miss most from going out to restaurants. That and proper sweet potato fries.
We try to make them. Actually, Jason, if you're there and you can tell us how to make super nice sweet potato fries, let us know, because we just can't ever get it right.
I've tried the oven. The oven is my best bet. Oh, bless them. It says Cookalong live with Molly and Jana as Master Chef at his best.
Oh, well, thank you. Who said that?
Jason said that.
Is that too high?
I've been drinking. Yeah, my best sweet potato fries come out of the oven, but we've got an air fryer, and they're not working in there. And I think I read that they need to be washed and then dried and then sat, and I haven't got time for that.
They need to be hung out on the washing line for an hour.
I want to cut up a sweet potato, stick it in something, whether it be an air fryer or an oven, and then it comes out and it tastes like when I go out and have sweet potato fries, and it never does. It frustrates me. When we went to Winchester at the weekend, I was really hoping for a cooked meal that somebody cooked other than us. I didn't pre-book. I had a look, but some places said they weren't taking bookings. Most of them actually, and some of the pubs you could take a booking. But I'd never been to Winchester during the day, and I didn't know where to go. And so we didn't book anything. And of course, we got there, and it was 15 degrees and sunshine. And literally every cafe and restaurant was full. They were piling out onto the streets with pretty tables and music and stuff. Couldn't get in anywhere. So we had fish and chips and sat on the lawn. It wasn't a meal that was cooked. So I'm still after that. So
what do you mean? We do have raw fish and raw chips.
Oh, okay. It was cooked, but that's a takeaway, isn't it? I've had a takeaway. I want to sit down at a table and someone brings me a nice meal.
food. Yeah. What we need to do is go to Jason's house or get your mum a list to cook for us. When we allowed in.
Well, exactly. We're still not allowed in, so yeah.
Oh, this is good.
But soon. So that looks amazing. What do you reckon? You reckon are they nearly there?
Jason,
Are you going to cut one and see?
No. I think they just.
Do you know, Jason? The rest of the week she cooks with absolute conviction and she knows what she's doing. And then Cookalong Live comes and she knows that you're watching, so she's like, Jason, do you know this? Do you know this? She knows. Yeah. What's the veg looking like?
It literally needs 2 minutes. The veg is coming out of the oven and it's going to be added to the couscous. You guys are going to be like, wow, what have you guys done?
Smashing it. What I'm going to do is put the couscous over there and do it.
Over where am I going?
Over here. Because if you're finishing off the pork, I can finish off the couscous. And we won't be in each other's mouths. Okay.
I'm going to hold this paper.
Okay.
And add this veg in. Guys, so this is the roasted courgette and red pepper going into the couscous. You don't trust me, do you?
You never said I didn't trust you.
Don't burn yourself, whatever you do.
No, it's all right.
You should take it to the front this way.
I will. You give me that. I'm right behind you. Oh, jeez. Oh, let's go this way.
Hey, guys, we're burning.
There you go. Veg. Here we are. So I'm just going to fold that into the couscous because I don't want it to be too. Now, sometimes when I make couscous as well, I stick a little bit of oil in it. Oil and butter and water. Wow, yeah, that's hot.
That looks amazing. Hey, couscous looks good.
It does.
Can I show you my pork?
Yeah, go for it.
My pork chops. Look at them. They're done. I'm going to take them off. And then the marinade that we use for marinating the pork chops, I'm going to put them in the pan. While Molly's making this couscous.
Yeah. I felt like there was an ingredient missing, but there's not.
Sure.
Yeah, it's because we've combined the vegetables with the couscous. So therefore it's...
Look at this plate.
Nothing by the looks
Oh,
of
yeah,
it.
I just used it to cover. Yeah, couscous. This pork is done. Look at this.
Perfect. Oh, sorry.
What are you doing?
Oh, I thought you were handing it to me.
No, that's fine.
Super.
There you go. So
Pork.
this marinade that we've got left from the pork chops, I'm just going to heat it up.
Oh, actually, we're going to use that to cut the pork, aren't we? So I'm going to let you cut the pork. So it says to cut it into 2 centimetre strips and place it nicely on top of the couscous. So that's if we're going all pretty.
These burnt bits what makes with the sauce. What do you think?
Yeah. Do you think it'll taste a bit burnt now?
I have no idea. I have no idea. It looks quite black.
It'll be fine. Maybe taste it.
And this is what I want to use the separate one. But you told me to use this one. That's fine. It's black.
Cut into chunks and fan. That's the honest job. I don't.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
With this black sauce.
Do you want me to do it?
Can you get me the other orange, please?
Yeah.
It's okay. We're going to revert the process if Molly finds me honey.
Yeah.
I added the rest of the marinade into the pan where we cooked the pork. So we're just going to add some more orange juice. A teaspoon of honey. Let's see if we can rescue it. Still quite dark, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Just taking this on. It's all good. People outside, honey. There is. So this is really dark, but you know,
As long as it tastes okay, then it's okay.
I don't know.
I had honey on it. Oh. Did that burn?
I just got a mouthful of honey.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Off the heat, or
I'll just heat it for a minute.
okay. Thank you, Misha. It looks lovely.
Right, I'm going to turn this off.
I'm going to cut up this pork.
Do we have anything that we can make this couscous look pretty? You know, like
Aren't you going to put it and just in the middle of the plate and then put the pork on top? Like you don't need it to be like when you do the pretty rice because
I want the pretty.
Okay.
Do we have like a?
All we have is those.
Oh, so it's fine. We can do this.
I feel like my answer wasn't satisfactory enough.
No, I know. Like I want to make it look pretty because if you just shove the couscous onto the plate and put pork on top of it, people are not going to appreciate all the hard work we put into this.
Yeah, but couscous should be fluffy and light, shouldn't it? So
yeah, and also pretty like this. Like I was going to do like a, if you have one of those cake things, what do you call it? Like a square thing, and then you put it in, and then you lift it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, help me!
Mold.
Yes, something like that.
Yeah.
But look at this wonderful couscous. It's got all the roast vegetables in it, and it's beautiful and fluffy. So we did good.
That looks really good, baby.
There you go. And it looks nice on the plate. I know you're only gonna
I know.
and then eat it.
Well, no, you kind of eat with your eyes first, don't you? So not hot. Use a fork. Perfect.
Oh, heaven.
Oh, nice, honey.
I don't know what's nice about that, but just cutting it up. We've got 4 because I'm gonna save some for work tomorrow, I think, because I'm working late yet.
That makes sense because we've got enough couscous there to sink the ship. So.
And also, one just isn't enough.
That looks really nice, honey. You've done very well.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm never surprised. Are you going to drizzle a bit of your...
This is good. Sorry, I just touched the pork and I licked my finger. I'm like, yeah, that's good. So, just use some of this. Obviously, we use this pan, which isn't ideal. But, there you go. Because why not?
Very artistic.
Very well, that isn't. This is nowhere near the Jason standards. But Jason's there, and he approves. I believe he does. And I'm happy. At the end of the day, it's just going to go in my tummy, and it's going to taste good.
I fear that it's not going to be long before I come in and there's something on a plate, and she's there whacking it with a spoon, making it.
Hey, this isn't too good. Too good. This isn't too bad.
Too bad.
I'm happy with this. Guys, there's onion and couscous all over our laptop.
That's just the standard items.
Yeah.
Thank you. That is amazing.
All we got is some couscous with roasted veg, which I think looks fantastic. And we've got like a bucket full of it. So if anybody wants couscous, let us know. We will deliver. I've got a couple more pork chops left, but I'll probably have half of another one and then some for work. So I'm not sharing my pork chops.
I get one, that's my limit. So
absolutely. Right. Now we took 44 minutes. We've got this.
That's pretty much the same as
yeah. Whereas Jason managed to do 2 courses, but hey,
I think that's really impressive. Actually, I'm really happy with that. Yeah,
absolutely. Guys, just to remind you, first of all, thank you for joining us, for supporting us. Us too for a Cookalong, and us as a team for Pride and Surrey. Reminding you, keep an eye on our socials just to see and meet some new people that are joining the team, and find out about the stuff we're going to do for you this year. That's Pride on the Road, main event, Winter Pride, Shine Fest, all sorts of things. So
there's stuff. Yeah, awesome. Cool. Right, we're going to go and have our dinner, and we'll see you next week.
I think so.
Don't forget tomorrow, Muse on the News, 6 o'clock. Some interesting stories from the week's news. You're going to scroll down. There you go.
Right. Keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
There you
Awesome.
go. We're going to say goodnight and thank you very much. And we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.